Hello again, CandyLab toy collectors. So today we have a big SUV called the Drifter X, and it looks very much like a Land Rover Defender, like an early one. So here, they're awesome wood toys, the classic Drifter we know and love, and you can pause and read that. Alright. 3-year-olds and up. CE approval, so it's meant for kids to, not to be able to chew on and not die from lead poisoning. 2022 here. Okay. But here it says 2008, so I don't know. Oh, these are compliance standards, 2008 safety standards, not when the toy was made. I assume this was made in 2022 then. So a little shoebox kind of box thing, and it's paper, so not too bad for the planet. And this is a standard tall box apparently. And then you got this you have to pull this tab up because it's being trapped by this. Or just, there you go. And then it comes out the back as well. And there's a little thing here. If you want to keep it clean, you can just use a damp cloth, maybe a little bit of soapy water. And it's got this elastic band to keep it on that cardboard base. And we just gotta, whoa, this band's on really tight. Alright, once you get past the first one, it gets easier. So I think it's great packaging, because it's not dangerous to humans, except for maybe that rubber band. And it's not expensive. I didn't have to buy a display case, right? Boy, this thing is quite big and heavy. So let's see how heavy it is. This is, oh, that's in ounces, 14.8 ounces, but let's just go grams. It's easier. 420 grams, pretty heavy. Yep. And that weight is what allows it to be a good rolling toy for kids or adults to just fidget with on their desk. Very smooth, that's for sure. Alright, this is definitely the bulkiest one I've have in my collection so far, which is actually very small in my collection. This is really nice. This is an inset piece of metal, I think. And it says wood toy designed in Brooklyn, USA, or awesome wood toy. And there's some sort of rivet holding this front bumper on. This middle piece, I guess it is wood, so it's a sandwich of wood. The outer ones have this metallic finish, which is nice. And then, yeah, it literally has a metal bumper. I don't know if that bumper is steel or not. Let's see if I get a magnet. Ew, it is steel, okay. Alright, well, you got these really thick rubber tires with these grooves. And the axles, yeah, they all seem to have play. It helps, I guess, it roll over obstacles or around things. Ooh, boy, that's a big issue, I think. That's a lot of paint missing. I mean, they're handmade, but that really, I don't know if this is a really old toy and that's flaking off. It's not from physical damage, I don't think. I think it's literally just adhesion problems. So, yeah, that's something I think I'm sorry, CandyLab. They gotta look into this. I think that's a problem with the primer or something. Yeah, what else would it be? I mean, how could something scratch it there? Strange, very strange. So that's too bad. Alright. Okay, well, and then over here, look at this. It's same thing. There's no way that's like physical damage. I think it's just age. It's almost like this is made of MDF wood. But yeah, that paint is literally flaking off the wood. That's too bad. I wouldn't say this was cheap. I would consider this a pretty expensive toy. I think it was like $60 or something. So, alright, well, that's unfortunate. This steel thing, though, is bent around and comes up to become this little grill detail, I suppose. I wouldn't call it a brush guard because inset from the inset the body. Yeah, the wood here, you can see the filleting of it is nice. You can see the sides aren't vertical, they're actually angled, and so the tires are also angled. And there's another chamfer there. The windscreen is just plain, it's all painted in black here. A little hand oil or something. Okay, the metallic is nice up here. The side here has got some nice tampo printing, and then yeah, so that's good. There's also a British flag, very cool, or I guess United Kingdom, right? All right, now this side, there's literally a cable thing, like the stuff that you'd find hammered into a wall, holding your cabling down. I thought this was going to be magnetic and comes off, but this is probably steel as well. It is, yep. And there's a little brass rivet or something, or nail holding that back end on. Alright, so now this is going to be steel for sure, because I think they have some magnetic accessories, which probably this. Did these fuel tanks come off? Oh, I thought these would be magnetic, but no, I think there's some glue residue right there. So don't go picking at this, because you're going to tear the paint off. That's literally glued in place. Well, that's interesting. I swear I saw images of this where these were not here. Alright. This spare tire doesn't spin, but it is the same wheel and tire as what's going on here. And then, yeah, you have two Phillips screws holding that thing in place, and it's got some nice ventilation holes. And yes, just to confirm, magnetic. Okay, so this side there's no accessory, a little tampo print of the fire warning, so I guess they're gas cans. Well, it's nice, it's just that, you know, these two corners missing paint don't make me feel too confident about this brand as far as longevity goes. It's nice that they printed Drifter X and the taillights there. They must be hand tampoed, because these are kind of vertical. Well, these are clearly not vertical. Alright, that's not strange. You would think they'd have a tampo machine do all four at the same time, but I guess not. Yeah, alright, so not the most well executed thing, and yeah, the whole paint thing is a bit alarming. That could be a problem. So I decided to order this little accessory. It's a magnetic canoe, and they come in different liveries as well. This one's called Spearhead, I guess. Yeah, it's interesting. So you see all that paint in there? That's because paper is abrasive. This really should come in a little plastic bag to protect it from the paper being sandpaper. Yeah, look at this. I mean, that's not good. But the canoe is nicely done. It's, I would assume, beechwood like the cars. Some sort of part number there, CandyLab. I don't see any magnet whatsoever. Oh, I see. There's actually 2 layers of wood. There's a little seam right here. So there's a magnet inside. That's a lot of effort, actually. I would have thought they'd just have a magnet glued in there. But anyways, the paint there, tampo printed. This tampo printing is nice. It's a nice canoe, for sure. But yeah, you can see the red. It's missing because it was vibrating in the box and didn't have plastic. And this is a little bit of a paint overrun or something, but yep, it's definitely magnetic. So, alright, that works for me. I guess you could get 2 canoes on there. Should be able to, because, well, it's close. Tough call. It looks like it's not passing the halfway point of that bolt, so I think you'd be able to buy 2 canoes if you really wanted to, but I just kind of wanted it because it's got a roof rack, and coincidentally it covers up both of those Phillips heads, so I think it looks better for sure with this. This is so annoying. Alright, that paint falling off. I do have two others of this Americana sizing. This is called the Wanderer. To me, it looks like an International Harvester Scout 2. It's got knobby tires. They're very, very angled tires compared to this. These are still angled, just almost more flat compared to that. And then I have a car called the Blue 74, and looks like a muscle car. So now let's look at this from a low down approach. Yeah, I think that makes sense. The car is so low compared to a Land Rover like vehicle, so. And the car is much longer. It's really hard to see. There. Yeah, definitely looks like a muscle car. Definitely looks like a classic Land Rover. So here's the website. Unfortunately, it's sold out on the website right now. But yeah, these are not magnetic. You can clearly see they're just glued onto the back, or well, they're in the exact same position they should be. And coincidentally, this is also angled. So maybe it's by choice that this is not perfectly aligned with the other one. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait a second. Look at this, though. This one has knobby tires like that Wanderer. So why is it this one ended up with grooved tires? Some sort of change happened along the way. I'm okay with these tires. It's just something to be mindful of. If you're 100% sold on this, it might not end up being exactly like this photograph. So you can see they captured this vintage look where this grill is so far back, and they definitely captured the essence of this Land Rover to me. Yeah, very neat, very neat. Alright, well, assuming you get one of these things, just be mindful the paint might start falling off. But if you ignore that, this is really cool looking. The metallic paint is nice. Maybe that's the reason why it's falling off, because it's metallic. But all these little accessories and stuff like that, these little tanks and the spare wheel and this crazy bent steel skid plate slash grill, that's really nice. I like it. Yeah, and the canoe even is nice to have as well, being magnetic. It's really well done. So that's it for today. I'll get another one of their cuttings, and that's my intention. Maybe get one of each of their cuttings. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you. Happy trails.